Welcome back to our channel. It's called Tagline Films, and on this channel we are always giving you very many sports updates from all over the sports arenas in the world. And of course we are being sponsored by H&S Gamers, and they are located in Makerere Chikoni on your way to Olympia Hostel. Of course we have very many games like FIFA 22, FIFA 21, Uncharted, Call of Duty, God of War, NBA, and very many other games. And of course you can find us on all our social media platforms, like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere. So I, your host, I am Allan Sentongo, and with me today is Dowie. Dowie, say something.
Thank you so much, Allan. My name is Dowie. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. This is the show that is going to bring you the best sports news and the confirmed transfer news. So stay tuned in. Thank you.
In today's news, we are going to start with Liverpool's game. Liverpool drew 1-1 with Crystal Palace. An equalizer from Luis Diaz, a red card for Darwin Núñez. Dowie, how do you think Darwin Núñez played? Was it very rightful of him to give a headbutt during the game, or it was overreacting?
I think he overreacted. And I think it was due to the pressure because he needed to score.
He really needed.
He needed to score, and the fact that the team is not, they are having injuries, so they weren't performing well as a team. The whole performance was not good.
I understand.
And he wanted to score, and he actually needed to score. So that's why the pressure was on him, and he ended on. I think that the Anderson, was it the name? The name of the guy that I think Anderson acted. He knew that Núñez is on pressure. He wanted to score. That's why it caused him to react
fight
like that, fighting back. So I think he wouldn't have reacted like that.
He really wouldn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't have reacted that, but it was due to pressure.
It was due to pressure because when you look at Liverpool, one of the most creative players, Thiago Alcantara, was not in the game. We saw the coach bringing James Milner. We saw Henderson and Fabinho in the midfield, which limited the creativity of the players in the game.
Exactly.
Because when you see Milner, he's at the moment he's aged. He's not the other Milner that we used to know.
The Milner of Man City.
He's really not the one. And when you look at the other players, their style of play was really average. Players like Mohamed Salah, very down. It really shows that Liverpool are missing Sadio Mane in some way or the other. However, Luis Diaz's goal was one of the best goals during the weekend. A very fantastic goal, actually a solo goal, because he had to first clear a few players, and then he went on to shoot. Liverpool are going to face Manchester United on the weekend. Manchester United has also been struggling. It hasn't won any game at the bottom of the table. Do you think the situation at Liverpool, with them missing a typical striker, right now they are going to be playing with Roberto Firmino as a striker, do you think Manchester United, do you think this could be a chance for Manchester United to try and lift up their game and at least get a point from Liverpool? Or it's still hard?
To me, they are all having problems. They are all having issues. The creativity in Liverpool is lacking right now.
Yes, lacking.
If they are going to, again, they are missing Diaz, Núñez on this game.
Yes. So, and
the United, it was a chance actually for United to win this one, and I'm seeing them winning it. If they put in the teamwork and the connection, because I think they have whatever it takes to win that game.
They really have.
As compared to Liverpool, but the creativity in Liverpool can cause them to lose this one. I think I'll give it to United. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like Manchester United is going to win this one, but again this goes back to the coach of Manchester United sitting down and analyzing the best players that he should play, because he should sit down and really acknowledge the fact that Christian Eriksen is an aged player and he should come in as a substitute for Bruno Fernandes, and he should also settle down and think of the wing backs. We saw Luke Shaw trying to struggle during the other game against Brentford, and Taiwo Malaysia proved to be a better player when he came on in the second half. Again, then I would still recommend him not to play Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot is a very good player
in the forward
while attacking, but while defending, Diogo Dalot is somehow sluggish, and we see Diogo Dalot being attacked by a player like Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is a very attacking player.
He's physical,
very
has the
physical.
skill, so the mistake might be there if you play Dalot. Yeah, I would also prefer him to start at least Bissaka.
Bissaka is a very good. And then in the midfield, I think Scott McTominay is not the right person to play. Really
I would prefer Rosal Martinez. Yeah, for that, let him play Rosal Martinez with this Brazilian, with Fred.
Yes.
Yeah. Let us see the combination. Let us see whether they can connect with Fred, because Rosal Martinez is not good at the back. So let him play Villani and Maguire in the centre back, and Rosal Martinez, let him play him as a defensive midfielder. I think can work for them.
It really can work.
Yeah,
by the way, playing with Rosal Martinez would be very good, because we know that he's a defensive player, and if you put him in the midfield as a defensive midfielder, the only thing that cuts him off is the height, because as a defensive midfielder you should have some height in order to win the aerial duels, but they are not that hard, they're not that harsh. Okay, they do not cost the team as much as the centre back.
You need to be at least, you need to be tall
enough to win the headers from the players. And then in the wings of Manchester United, do you think it is going to be right for them to start Marcus Rashford, because you know he will start?
Yeah, I know Marcus Rashford will start, but I don't think that Marcus Rashford, United need to at least, Marcus Rashford need to be a backup for a winger, a backup for a winger, but not a starter, because he's not good. He's off form. I don't know whether he's off form, because he has been in that for a long time. I don't know whether that is how he plays, or he's off form. I can't tell, but I don't think he to a man I knew, I don't think that he can start for United.
Yes, looking at then the young players, we saw players like Alejandro Garnacho, who plays the same number as Marcus Rashford, a player who is talented. He can get past players, great chances here and there. Do you think this could be a chance for him to get into the senior team? Because also remember, Rashford came in when the player was injured. Do you think this could be a chance for Alejandro Garnacho to join the senior team?
Yeah, I think let him start that kid. I would say that kid. Let him start him, so that at least Marcus Rashford can be on pressure and be at least I have competition. But right now he plays that like I don't have competition. It is my number. I have to start. It is a must. You get. So if you see like I'm competing with this one and he's performing like this, so that can make you at least perform better. You know, when there is competition, the players always perform better. So I think the coach would look into it and start that kid.
What about Anthony Elanga?
Anthony Elanga was good, good, has speed, but his last touch is not good. Sometimes, most of the times actually, most of the times his last touch is not good. But he moves well. Yeah, he's always in there. He can run and can dribble well, but his last touch is not good. So he's also having issues. But I would prefer if Rashford, of course he can play in both wings. I prefer he could, if it is possible, he can start Sancho and Elanga.
Yeah, at
least that one.
Then on the weekend, the opening game is going to be Tottenham playing Wolves. Wolves drew with Fulham, a missed penalty from Mitrovic. Tottenham drew with Chelsea, a lot of drama. The vibe within the Tottenham players right now is very high. You see that their mood is very up. Then looking at the Wolves skill team, their vibe is really down and the mood is not up.
They are going to be missing Raúl
Jimenez, missing missing a players like Raul Jimenez,
this one,
it's going to cost them a lot. With a team like Tottenham.
And Tottenham is at home.
At home.
So that is, I think, a sure win for Tottenham.
It could be a sure win, but as defensive as Wolves is, I don't expect more than 3 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
It could even be 2 goals.
Yeah, and really it is a surprise. But
very surprised.
Be certain that Tottenham is winning this one, but I think the chances of Tottenham winning this one are high.
They are very high. Again, on Saturday, we are also having a game by Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is going to be playing with Aston Villa. Aston Villa won its game, and Crystal Palace are due with Liverpool. Very fantastic performance from them. We saw Wilfred Zaha performing good. And how do you think this game could be? Because we are seeing 2 teams, both with hyped up players. Right now, the players are feeling their moods are very high.
And given the fact that they are missing a lot of the players in Crystal Palace, most of them are injured. Yeah, the backup, the players that are filling in for this one, the one that are missing, the one that are injured, are really performing well.
They are performing well.
They are performing well. You can't even notice that they are having injuries. So.
By the way, Mike Ollis came back in the Liverpool game. I think he's gaining fitness. He may start this one. And then Eze is around. Wilfred Zaha is around. Edward is around. Mateta is around. I think Liverpool.
And giving the fact that Aston Villa are missing Coutinho on this one,
Felipe Coutinho, yes.
Matt Cash. So I think the chances of Crystal Palace winning this one are high.
Yeah.
To me, I think, given the fact they are at home, so I think they will win this one, the Crystal Palace. It is a win or draw for Crystal Palace.
Yes. And then the other game is Everton is going to be playing Nottingham Forest. How do you see this game? I think Frank Lampard was thrashed last time, and again Nottingham Forest with some hype there, some moods are up. Players they won their last game. I think it was a 1-0 against West Ham. A goal from Awuninyi, the Nigerian international, an assist from Neko Williams. How do you see Everton, a team that is not performing well, versus Nottingham Forest, a team that has just been promoted, but players are having their hypes high? Do you think Nottingham Forest could continue winning, or Everton is going to put on some?
It is going to be a really difficult one for Everton.
Yes.
It is going to be a difficult one. Given the fact they are at home, it is going to be a difficult one. Because the way the Nottingham Forest are playing, they have the pace.
Yes.
They have the pace. They are good at counter-attacks, and they are good at crossing the ball in the box. So I think it is going to be a difficult one for Everton. And even they are having a lot of injuries. Almost the setup backs, the Yermina, the one that got an injury, Ben Godfrey that got an injury in the first match. So I think it is going to be a difficult one for Everton.
A really difficult one.
Yeah. So I'm giving it a draw or a win for
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Then Brentford, which won against United 4-0, is going to be playing Fulham. A draw with Wolves. Penalty miss from Mitrovic. Do you think Brentford is going to win this one?
This one is difficult.
Really difficult?
This one is difficult because Fulham is good and Brentford is good. The matches they have played, because they drew with Leicester and they managed to win Manchester United. So Fulham's performance has been also good. The fact that they are new in the league.
By the way.
And they managed to get a draw with
Wolves
with
Liverpool.
And Liverpool.
They are currently having 2 points in 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. So this one I'm seeing it. I don't know, but I'm seeing a draw for this one.
You're seeing a draw?
I'm seeing a draw for this one.
Okay, it may be a draw, but looking at Brentford. If they're going to play, the bad thing is that when you compare Fulham and Manchester United, they really have different playing styles, and Brentford feasted a lot on Manchester United's playing style. We saw them trying to be very attacking, leaving only Maguire and Maguire to defend. I don't think this is going to be the case with the likes of Fulham. Fulham is a team that defends together, attacks together, but still leaves enough players to defend. If Brentford is going to play counter-attacking football, I don't think they will play better. Looking at players like Da Silva, a good player, had a very good game. Players like Nogat, players like Jensen, they tried to play some good game. But Fulham also has Mitrovic. Of course, you know Mitrovic is their main man, their main scorer. And if Mitrovic keeps the pressure up and he believes in himself, I see Brentford and Fulham drawing. I see a draw, but it may be a win. You never know.
It may be a win for. If it is a win, I'll give it for Fulham, because the fact that they managed to defend Liverpool.
Yes.
Yeah, to defend Liverpool to that extent, because they scored in I think
they scored. They were the first ones to score, and then Liverpool equalized.
They managed to defend Liverpool, so I think it will be a win for Fulham or a draw, but I'm seeing it going into draw. Yeah.
Then now we are having Leicester, a bad start. They're going to be playing with Southampton. How do you see this game?
Leicester and Southampton. This one is also a draw for me. Yeah.
Maybe a draw, but you never know what happens when James Ward-Prowse is in the standard going to take a free kick, and we see Leicester, they are missing their main man, the goalkeeper. If by any chance Southampton get
talking about the goalkeeper, Southampton I think is better. Is better as compared to Leicester. So talking about the goalkeeper, just remember that if you see how they are playing and their defense, the goalkeepers they are missing their goalkeeper.
They are really missing their
goalkeeper. So I think I'll give it a Southampton or a draw. Southampton or draw.
Yes, their goalkeeper is Ward Danny. Then I'm seeing if at any chance Southampton get a free kick. You never know what happens when Ward-Prowse is there. We're looking at a goalkeeper like Ward Danny. Not a good start to the Premier League.
He didn't fit
very many filthy mistakes. He still has a lot to do.
There is no connection between him and the
defenders. I think they're lacking some communication. Try to do this, do that. My defender do that. It's not there. Then the other good game on Saturday is Arsenal is going to be playing Bournemouth. Arsenal with a very high mood. Their mood is very high. The players are very happy at the moment. They're going to be playing against Bournemouth, a team that has just lost to Man City 4-0. Kevin De Bruyne masterclass.
And they're having a lot of injuries.
Very many injuries, but
so I'm also giving a win to Arsenal.
Arsenal is going to win this one, and if all goes well, Gabriel Jesus may give us another goal.
And it might even be the top scorer. I never know. It might end the weekend with being the top scorer.
You never know. You never know what happens.
Never know. But that is how we thought Allan would do when they meet the Bournemouth, but he struggled to score.
He really struggled to score, but at least he had an assist. Then still on that same day, in the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan is going to be playing Spezia. Inter Milan struggled to win against Lecce. I don't know what really happened. But if all goes well, Inter Milan is going to win against Spezia. I don't see any chance.
Inter Milan will win this one, because the first game, I think it was the first game, but this one I think
the organization is going to be there. We are seeing Torino is going to be playing Lazio. It could be a win for Lazio. You never know, but Torino is a little bit defensive. They know how to hold their players, so you never know what really happens.
It could be a win for Lazio, but it will be difficult for them.
Really difficult. I think Udinese is going to be playing Salernitana, a team that was really one of the funniest teams last season. Whenever it was playing a big team, this team, you just knew it. At least 4 goals. Okay, at least 3 from the big team. I think they are trying to improve their team here and there, but Udinese also struggled a little bit last season. If
They struggled a lot.
They really struggled.
But they are good at making draw. I'm seeing Udinese winning what draw.
You never know what really happens. The Italian Serie A is one of the leagues where they are very defensive. You see a big team like Inter Milan playing a small team like Lecce, you expect very many goals in the game. Much to your surprise, it ends in 2-1, a goal in the 96th minute. Then Lecce, the one that lost against Inter Milan, is going to be playing Sassuolo on the weekend. I see Sassuolo may be winning this one.
I'm seeing Sassuolo winning. The fact that they're at home,
yes.
I'm seeing them winning this one.
Then in the German Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund is going to be playing against Werder Bremen. Borussia Dortmund, they are lacking a few players. There are many players left, but again, in their defense, they managed to sign Niklas Süle. They signed Sebastian Haller. Do you think Werder Bremen will try to put up some pressure, something to stop?
I think it will be a win for Dortmund. Werder Bremen, they are not performing well.
They are really performing.
The fact that Dortmund is at home, it is a win for Dortmund.
Then RB Leipzig is going to be playing against Union Berlin. Timo Werner came back with a lot of form. RB Leipzig managed to sign Benjamin Sesko. RB Leipzig is really winning this one.
It is winning this one, no doubt.
No doubt. But actually, there's that funny thing about football. At that moment when you think a team is winning a lot,
exactly.
there's always
Anything can happen in football.
Anything can happen, but
the
RB Leipzig has to win.
Yeah.
It really has to win this one. Wolfsburg is going to be playing Schalke 04. These games are very difficult to predict when you look at the teams and how they are standing, but Wolfsburg is a little bit bigger than Schalke 04, but
Wolfsburg is winning this one. Schalke 04 is not playing well, and the fact they have just promoted in the team in the league, so I think Wolfsburg will win this one.
Because we saw Schalke 04 lost to FC Cologne 3-1, and then they drew with Borussia Mönchengladbach 2-2.
Wolfsburg will win this one.
Wolfsburg is going to be winning this one. But also Wolfsburg did have a good start. Draw with Werder Bremen and 2-0 to Bayern Munich. But we see that Bayern Munich, you can rule that out because we see Bayern Munich is way bigger than Wolfsburg.
Exactly.
And we can consider the draw with Werder Bremen. They managed to concede only 2 goals. I remember Bayern Munich in their starting game they beat Frankfurt 7 goals.
And Frankfurt is also not bad.
Frankfurt is not a bad team.
But
if Wolfsburg defended, they could be having an edge in this one. Then Stuttgart is going to be playing Freiburg. Looking at Stuttgart's performance, they haven't won any game. They have only draw. We see a draw with RB Leipzig, a good team. Then a draw with Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen, I think it's one of the teams that are always pull up draws. They are drawing here and there. Again, Stuttgart is going to be playing with Freiburg. Freiburg, when you look at Freiburg's performance, they won 4-0 against Augsburg, but they lost 3-1 to Borussia Dortmund. Freiburg may be winning this one. If you have a 4-0 win and a loss to a big club, you see they lost to Dortmund, a big club. It really shows that Freiburg is something.
They might win this one, but I'm seeing a first win for Stuttgart. Yeah.
It could be a first win, you never know, but looking at their performance, they really have a lot to do. Then from the German Bundesliga, crossing over to the Spanish La Liga, we are going to be seeing Osasuna playing against Cadiz. These are 2 mediocre teams, but we know Cadiz is one of the teams that always pulls up draws, and Osasuna always loses. It usually loses. I think
it will be a draw. It might be a draw. That one I'm saying it will draw.
Then Real Madrid is going to be playing with Celta Vigo. Real Madrid didn't have a good start.
Yeah, they struggled in the first game.
So their winning goal coming on later, goal from Alaba. But Celta Vigo is a good team. But not against good at defending. But you see, when you look at the attacking players of Real Madrid, they really have variety in front. Players like Vinicius Junior, I think, are playing at a at a very high pressure, high pace. You see him trying to pass the ball, move, pass. By the way, you see Vinicius. There's one thing that has changed about Vinicius Junior. I think earlier on he didn't have it. He was very good at wasting chances, trying to shoot from weird angles. But now he has improved, and he has got to understand that a winger always has to feed his striker. We are seeing Vinicius Junior running, making the runs. Karim Mustafa, Benzema coming behind. Then Vinicius passing the ball back. Then at sometimes we've seen him scoring.
Exactly.
I think
he's now focusing on making assists than scoring.
Yes,
which is good.
It is making him a way better player than he was.
Exactly.
Actually, he's now more involved in the goals that Real Madrid is scoring. And then looking at still in Real Madrid, you are seeing players like Rodrigo, they are winger, a very good player in him. He's creating chances. Then there is Lucas Vazquez. Also he scored their goal in the last game that they played. I think Real Madrid are balanced. We are seeing they have the old players, but still they have the young players.
You're having a good defense. It is really difficult to defend Real Madrid.
Because if you defend against the likes of Rodrigo, he'll bring in Vazquez. If the midfield is not stable, I'll get one of the old players out, bring in Edu Kamavinga, either bring in Chouameni. I think Real Madrid is now unstoppable.
Exactly.
They really are.
There's no way you can defend them.
Yes. Those are the games that are going to be played on the weekend. But again, on Sunday, we are going to be seeing very other games on Sunday. In the Premier League on Sunday, we are going to be seeing Leeds is going to be playing against Chelsea. Leeds off to a good start with the likes of Rodrigo playing very good football. Then Chelsea, not a good start. In the first game, their win came from a penalty by Jorginho Fellow. The second game, a draw with Tottenham Hotspur. However much it was not that fair, but again they drew goals from defenders Kalidou Koulibaly and Rich James. Their defense is tight, but the combination at the front is not
good in striking. Like they are not good at scoring goals. Like the strikers are not connecting well. So their striking line is not connecting well. So and I think Leeds is good at scoring goals. So
the way they are attacking,
the fact that they are having a good defense, they are having a good defense. Chelsea right now is good in defense. So I'm seeing Chelsea winning this one.
Chelsea may be winning this one, but
Leeds has to score.
when you look at the Chelsea lineup, I think there's one player that they are playing, but that player is not worth it. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek is not a very good player while attacking. Okay, he tries to do a few dribbles here and there, trying to run from players, but Kovacic is way better than him. Kovacic has a good mentality while playing. You see, Kovacic is very good while defending, and then he can shoot outside the box. You see him trying to pass the ball here and there. I think Kovacic should be playing in the place for Loftus-Cheek. Okay. Then West Ham is going to be playing against Brighton.
I'm seeing a first win for West Ham this time around.
It could be a first win, but I'm seeing a draw. Then Manchester City will be playing against Newcastle.
Newcastle has suffered. I'm seeing a win for Manchester City. The fact that they're having a good squad, that Newcastle is having a good squad, so I'm seeing a win for Manchester City.
Yeah, then crossing over the French League 1 here, I'm going to be just telling you the fixtures. Strasbourg is going to be playing with Reims. Angers is going to be playing with Brest. Clermont is going to be playing with Nice. Montpellier, the one that lost against PSG, is going to be playing with Auxerre. And then I think Toulouse playing with Lorient, against Lorient. Then Reims will be playing against SC Ajaccio. Then Lille is going to be playing with Paris Saint-Germain. A big game. You never know what happens, but PSG will win this one. Then moving on from the French League 1, when we are crossing over to La Liga, we are going to be seeing. Let me see.
Real Sociedad versus Barcelona.
Real Sociedad is Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona is winning this one.
Barcelona struggled in the first game with Rayo Vallecano.
They struggled, and again Real Sociedad is having a good like when they are playing Barcelona, they are good. So, but I'm saying I win for Barcelona this one.
It could be a win for Barcelona.
It could be a win for Barcelona. It is a win for Barcelona. Atletico Madrid, Villarreal, that is a big one, and I'm seeing a draw.
A draw, of course. Then we are going to be seeing Elche with Almeria. Also Girona with the Getafe. Then those are the few fixtures that are going to be played over the course of the weekend. And of course, all you have to do, as we told you, is subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. People will share these videos. We are cooking a lot of stuff. And don't forget that we are being sponsored by H&S Gamers. And as I told you earlier on, we are located in Makere Chikoni on your way to Olympia Hostel. All you have to do is as I always tell you, as of now, we are signing out. Guys, keep it looked at Tagline Films. Thank you.